These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
That's not how to start this.
That is not how to start. Don't know.
Tell me we're not recording.
We are recording.
We're not recording. Oh my god. Happy
sorry.
Halloween, everybody, except it was Halloween yesterday.
Halloween!
Happy Halloween, except it was Halloween yesterday, so we're late on that.
Sorry.
Oh, it's almost November 2nd when we were recording.
Crimbus. Wait, no,
Crimbus,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, the thing that happens for the Crimbus. Anyway.
Ashe and Mega here. These
Ashe and Mega here with these
stupid,
hot idiots.
attractive people.
Ash, you doing all right?
No.
This is not how I expected us to start off this episode.
I hate all of you.
What the fuck is this?
I'm delirious. I'm sorry.
This is not where you were before.
Oh,
You were like.
It's just because I've been drinking human blood. That's all.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I call everyone fuckers now.
God damn it. These hot idiots. We are doing the Vampire Diaries Season 1, Episode 19, Miss Mystic Falls.
Miss Spoons.
Miss Spoons, thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Stefan starts off this episode driving to school in his Porsche with some butt rock playing, and he's got sunglasses just like Edward from Twilight. When Edward from Twilight had sunglasses.
We're ripping off that little bit of the scene.
And I was like, he's so cool now. And he also put on like wax and polish and all that shit.
Yeah.
And, he says, thanks, Elena. I'm all good now. I ain't craving no blood. And then he walks over and opens the trunk to his car, and it's full of blood.
There's just a whole load of blood bags in his trunk.
And apparently, you don't even have to refrigerate it. You can just drink stale, fucking rancid blood that's like separating and drying.
That's been warming up in your car.
Warming up in your fucking car.
No recap this episode.
No. Forbes speaks to Damon about how there's all this blood missing in town, and like the guy who was at the hospital who manages that is just like, I don't know what happened, meh. And then Jeff is still there, and he, I thought Damon thought he left, but no, he's still there, and he talks about helping Damon, even though like he knows that Damon's a vampire, and he's just pretending for Sheriff Forbes that he doesn't know that he's a vampire, and that they'll work together, friendship.
Yeah, John, I'll work with you, John. We'll be great partners, John.
Clark Saltzman is probably going to talk about vampires instead of World War II at high school, but we get Bonnie's back.
How telling is it that he's a better history teacher than the guy that died?
Hey, if you don't know this, you're stupid. Hey, did you answer that question correctly? Fuck you. You're an idiot.
Hey,
you're stupid.
You're a terrible sir. You're a terrible guardian for these kids, you bitch.
Why are you answering my questions? I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to know this, and you're not. Like, I'm just here to tell people that I'm smarter than them, and then go home and smoke weed for the rest of the day. After yelling at people on the football field, of course. Are we not in the football season anymore?
We're not. There's no foot. It's like we said last episode. After that one teacher died, they pretty much just canceled
Bonnie's back,
football
and she
entirely.
Has straight hair, and Elena talks to her for a bit, and she's like, "Haha, yeah, I'm back. Whatever."
I don't want to talk about what happened. So Anna shows up at Damon's house, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
And
Like,
she
we
explains
wanna
that, like,
talk-
we want a truce. Like, what happened was stupid. And David's just like, yeah, stop stealing shit, Anna. Stop stealing
she's
all
like,
the
"We didn't
blood.
steal-
And it's like, we didn't
didn't
steal
steal
any
any of the
blood.
blood.
What are you talking about? That's silly. Someone didn't. Someone who's not us stole the blood because it's just me, Pearl, and Harper. We
Yeah,
told
the
all those
entire...
we told all those other vampires to go fuck themselves.
Like, apparently DSP's mutiny, like, got really shut the fuck down afterwards, and just
Well, he got
everyone...
murdered.
Yeah, like, well, you'd think at that point everyone would just be like, okay, yeah, we're with you, Pearl, but
All right,
apparently
Pearl,
they...
sorry, but no, she was like, get the fuck out.
Get out.
Everyone, get the fuck out. Elena tries to start off a conversation with Bonnie, but Bonnie just does not want to talk about anything. She just says, like, she wants out of this shit that's going on with her and Stefan, and just is not feeling it. But Caroline's been
She's
like
not
keeping
okay
tabs
with
with her, and talks about how there's a another Founders Day event, the Miss Spoons slash Miss Mystic Falls like pageant thingy.
Yeah, we're having the beauty pageant for Miss Spoons.
And Elena thought about dropping out, but she's like, I can't drop out. My mom, I said I would do it for my mom.
I'm doing it for my dead mom. And Caroline's doing it for her family, who have all won it before, except for her mom.
Except for her mom, who's being the sheriff, and she's in there, and we're out here.
She didn't... What I want to know is, where's the vampire? Like, yeah, Caroline's, like, grandmother and both of her aunts won, but her mom didn't win, and that's why she's a sheriff
And
now,
that's why
I
her
guess.
husband is gay.
That's why Jesus Christ. God.
Lore.
That's canon now. Don't argue with us. That's canon.
I would have been straight if you won Miss Mystic Falls. Forbes. Now I'm kissing men, and it's your fault. Smooch.
That's it. That's the canon, folks.
That's the lore.
That's lore.
That's terrible.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
It's not actually the lore, but I just figured.
I realized I hit start streaming instead of start recording, but that just means when we're done recording, I just go download the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought
So,
bad thing, but not a bad. I could fix it. Don't worry.
I was wondering why it said you were streaming Can't Talk.
I can talk. Oh no.
Which is very backwards. We now have a stream where we're very much talking, but it says
There's
you can't
nothing
talk.
on the screen, by the way. It's completely black. Hello, people. How's it going?
Hello, people. You're watching a podcast in recording. We're not going to read any of your
podcast
chat
in recording.
comments.
We don't even have the fucking chat open. We don't even... What up, dog?
This is going to be a weird recording.
It was a weird recording from the very start. Anyway.
From the start, but now it's even more. It's a weird
Damon
recording
and
from
Stefan are
zero.
back at the Salvatore house, and he's talking about, like, Damon's kind of, like, trying to stage an intervention, and he's just trying to figure out, like, what's going on. It's like, I don't want to brag, but I got this blood thing under control, and you're lying.
The way Ian Somerhalder says brag here.
I don't want to brag, but...
Yeah, it's like, Ian, dial it back a little
Why?
here, buddy.
Are you trying to channel Sonic the Hedgehog in your dialogue?
Right.
Hey,
That's
Steph,
the
you want to
energy
get some
we got
chili
here.
dogs?
Like, that's just, it's like, come on, man, just dial it back a little with what you're doing here. We like you, but it's like, this is not the time.
Elaine calls Stefan about the Spoons Festival, and Stefan's just like looking for blood. And then he searches in the basement, and there's this big cooler full of random like packets of blood. And then Damon walks up, and he's been caught red-handed because blood.
He is keeping it in a cooler, so he does know to do that. But also,
but apparently you can just throw that bitch in a trunk, and that's fine.
You can just toss it in the trunk as much as you want.
Yeah, they
Jesus
confront
Christ.
each other, and it's like, come on, man, you got to share that shit. Like, I drink blood too. Like, come on. It's
And you're
like, I'm
going a
fine.
little overboard. I'm fine. And also, Damon, this is partly your own fault. You kept telling him, "Yeah, drink human blood. You'll be
Ooh,
stronger.
drink
Drink
human blood.
human blood."
Drink it. You should drink it. You're being a pussy. You should drink it. I'm stronger. And now he's like,
And
oh,
then
you got to dial it back. What's wrong with you? You're not like yourself. Brr.
this needs like one of those like meme formats where it's like Pikachu shocked face.
me when when Stefan follows my suggestions and just starts drinking blood. And it's like
Just like
it's
Damon,
like
you should be
Pikachu.
drinking
It's
human blood
Pikachu
more.
with like Damon's hair.
Oh my god. Oh, if somebody could make that happen, please.
Damon's fucking fringe
On a
on a
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Oh no, I didn't mean you'd actually like drink human blood. Stefan doesn't have to tell Elena about this because it's not her problem and he can control it, and he doesn't have a fucking problem and he's fine. Everything's
he's
fine.
fine.
We are going to
He's
keep
doing
track of
fine.
how fine he is.
We are.
Some
So
shit about
fine.
Founders Day. They're interviewing the participants. There's this brunette. There's this blonde named Amber who's important later. There's Caroline, and there's Elena. Who everyone's like talking themselves up, and Elena's just like, I've been kind of sad lately. My parents died.
I would love it if there was just like a completely unrelated to this, like there's just a guy who's just kind of talking to them, but he has nothing to like he's just going on weird tangents that have nothing to do with the Mystic Falls.
So
The
I
Miss
was
Spoons
standing there, barbecue sauce on my titty.
Exactly. Just like recounting
and Caroline's
a weird
just talking
story.
about all the charity she's doing, and that's all I remember from this.
And that one of them apparently had a DUI, and that's why her community service is mandatory. But it still counts. It still counts as her doing good for the community of spoons.
Jeff shows up to talk to Damon about vampires again, and
I
they're at the
don't know if you're doing
Salvatore
this on
house.
purpose or not.
Am I doing? Fuck!
Why does this keep happening with you?
I don't know. He looks like a Jeff.
That's why I really hammered down on the John joke earlier when you talked about
I
him.
didn't know you were joking.
I was why did you think I was calling him John then?
You know what he looks like, actually?
Yeah.
You remember the guy who did the soup?
Joel McHale,
He looks like Joel McHale a little bit.
Jesus Christ, I'm surprised you haven't been just calling him Joel. That would make more sense than...
I have a Joel, and he's Asian. In my story.
Where did you get Jeff from?
I don't know. At some point, I thought someone called him Jeff, okay? Sue me. Sue me for thinking this man's a Jeff, all right?
I thought this was just going to be the one-time thing with
No,
last week's episode.
You don't understand how my brain works.
No, I don't. I know you have dyslexia, but you're usually good about remembering
I thought his name was Jeff.
Why does this keep happening?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm just gonna have to say John at increasing like intonations, like
John.
So
John.
Exactly. Just make it longer every time you screw up.
John talks about vampires and stuff to Damon at the house, and he talks about, hey, you got to talk back to your master Isabel, and apparently you don't know as much as you think you know because like Isabel and Catherine were friends, or Catherine and Pearl were friends.
Catherine and Pearl were best friends. Isabel is John's sister.
Yeah.
Or something.
I've
honestly kind of forgot. Isabel is Alaric's wife.
Isabel's Alaric's wife, and apparently the mother of Elena, and
who
John...
then gave her up to her adoption to Grayson Gilbert, who is Elena's adoptive dad, who is John's brother.
Did she give? Wait.
She gave birth to Elena. Okay, so I fucked this up at some point. What it is that Alaric Saltzman and Isabel Saltzman had a kid,
Elena.
And then it was delivered by Grayson Gilbert and given to him and his wife, whose name escapes me right now.
Or wait, no, okay. I don't think Alaric and Isabel had a kid. Alaric and Isabel didn't have a kid, and Isabel got knocked up by someone and had a kid, and that was Elena. And then
No, it's
they
Elena.
gave Elena to Grayson Gilbert, I think.
Something like that.
Something like
Somebody please correct us in the comments, and also
I know how to read. No.
Somebody please correct us in the comments because we watched this stuff somewhere. And also in your correction, please put John's name in all caps.
If you like this episode, write it with #Jeff.
No. Don't, please. Please don't tag Jeff in any comments on these hot idiots. Don't encourage him.
Why are you...
Shut up. Shut your ugly old-time ancient ass up.
Yeah, you tell him, Rudy Ray Moore.
Are you calling him Jeff in order to distinguish him from their ancestor Jonathan Gilbert?
No, because Jonathan Gilbert is like Jeremy's great grandfather, I think.
He's the old ancestor of the Civil War.
And Jonathan Gilbert is also Balding Gilbert, 28-year-old balding man Gilbert. And
yeah, John. You're talking about John John Gilbert is the president.
Jeff, yeah, that's Jeff. Well, he's John, but his nickname is Jeff. Everyone calls him Jeff.
No, they don't.
I'm gonna tweet the actor.
Oh my god.
No.
What was that?
I'm gonna tweet the actor that his name is Jeff now.
That his name is not even. It's probably not even with a J like name.
Goff.
David Anders.
David Anders. Your character's name is Jeff.
You're just gonna quietly vandalize the Vampire Diaries wiki
and
just change John Gilbert's name to Jeff.
There'll be no notes on why it's edited. It's just like, why did he switch it all to Jeff?
Why did he switch John Gilbert to Jeff?
I don't know.
God, where the fuck were we?
John knows Pearl. And she knows
but doesn't
that
know that Pearl and Catherine were friends.
He doesn't know Pearl and Catherine were friends, but he does know Pearl. And Damon threatens him to throw him out. And he's like, "Hey, if you do something, I'll tell everyone that you're a vampire." And he's like, "I'll kill all of you, and I'll rip your stupid hand off, and then I'll kill you." Okay, bye.
I'll sever your hand and then take the ring off. Even though, wouldn't that mean that he doesn't?
Wait, wouldn't that mean you supernaturally took his hand off?
Yeah, wait, doesn't like the ring protect him from vampires and therefore he can't get his hand severed by a vampire?
Does that mean you could get all your limbs taken off and they'd heal back, or is that like not, does that not qualify? What happens if like I stuck both your legs in a wood chipper and I was a vampire and then you died? Would you come back with legs? Is that...
would you die to being stuffed in a wood chipper if you were stuffed in a wood chipper by a vampire?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? That's the $1 million question.
Here.
If I Fargo your ass, but I'm a vampire, does that mean you come back?
Well, if you're wearing the Gilbert
family protective ring.
I don't even know if it's a Gilbert ring. I think we just assume
it belonged to both Gilberts. Grayson and
right.
John, Jeff.
Grayson and John. You had it, and then you started slipping back.
I'm sorry. When I slip and I'm slipping.
God damn. But yeah, he threatens like Damon a whole bunch, or Damon threatens John a whole bunch.
We cut to Elena and Stefan at a dance recital for the Mystic Falls, and like they're not allowed to touch. They spin around and they have to hold their hands out like they're like force fields are stopping each other from touching their hands.
They're doing double force push on each other.
They're doing that thing in Jujutsu Kaisen where like Gojo's like, "Hey, try and touch my hand." And then the guy's like, "Oh my god, I can't touch your hand." Except they're doing that as a dance.
I keep thinking one of the background like dancer dudes is Nathan Kress.
He looks like Nathan Kress, but I don't think he's Nathan Kress because this is like 2010. He would be a teenager.
2010. I mean, none of these seem like teenagers.
Yeah, but he would be the most teenager out of all of them.
Oh, you're right. He would.
Stefan does
not,
like a
and
little flourish with Elena and dips her down like he's like a 50 swing dancer, and then the fucking lady's like, "No touching, Stefan. It's about
Mrs. Lockwood's
temptation.
like, none of this.
It's about temptation." It's like
It's about the almost touch.
it's like holding a chocolate bar but not eating it.
I had that today. I was just holding a chocolate bar, waiting for a video to end, or waiting for when I think would be a good time to have this.
When is it a good time
And
for
it's just-
chocolate? I gotta figure that out.
Well, just like because it was between meals, you know, it was or not between meals. It was
They go
after
back to
dinner,
doing
and
a
I
force field dance, and then Bonnie talks to Caroline, and Caroline talks about how she wants to be Miss Spoons, and it's genetic somehow to be Miss. Like Elena's genetically inclined to be Miss Spoons.
No, it's Caroline who was genetically inclined to
Caroline,
be Miss Spoons.
but
That's
her
where
mom's not
that's-
genetic because she made her dad gay, so that means she can't be Miss Spoons, right?
That's how it went.
That's how it went.
She made Caroline's dad gay by not being Miss Spoons.
Yeah, so it is genetic.
So it is genetic.
I swear to God,
This
I'm
is how
not
this
trying.
works.
I swear to God, I'm not trying to be contrarian. I just feel really weird.
I don't know what happened. I went to get a water and get some
I'm sick.
gel on my back, and he went off.
I'm sick. Okay, get off my ass. Get off.
He's
I wanted to
loopy
play
right
Dragon
now
Age.
He just wanted to play Dragon Age.
Yeah, Dragon Age.
You have Dragon Age.
Yeah, I have Dragon Age.
Like Origins.
Yeah.
Or
I want to play Dragon Age Origins. I finally got the Ultimate
re-released
Edition
it?
for like $3. I wanted to play that.
they re-released it or something.
No, it's on Steam for like real cheap.
Huh.
And like I remember you'd go on some quests in fucking Dragon Age Origins and you'd talk to the guy, it's like, "Let's have a big adventure." And then the thing would pop up and go, "Hey, can you spend like $5?" It's like, no.
Oh God, yeah, the intrusive ass DLC that promises you a cool side
I
quest.
wanted to go to a cool castle, and then the guy was like, "Hey, you gotta pay money."
You have $5 American dollars.
You have $5 American in the world of Fetus.
Fetus, also known as the Dragon Age.
The Dragon Age setting.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
That is how they came up with the name. Honestly, I appreciate the
I think
hustle.
that's cool. Dragon
That's
Age,
neat.
I
They got-
really liked Dragon Age actually when I was like younger.
I'm glad they haven't made any more.
I remember
Dragon
there
Age
was an
games.
option to drink the fucking like chalice of ashes of like Mistress Andrade or whatever her name was, and like just all the people would try to kill you, including like the healer, all your healers, because you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh yeah, Andraste, the goddess of the
Andraste, the
world.
goddess of the world. You're just like, ashes.
And everyone's like, "What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Don't drink Jesus."
Don't drink Jesus. What are you doing?
Welcome to These Hot Idiots, where we talk about Dragon Age now.
I'll tell you how I'm doing in Dragon Age when I get to it, but I can't get to it because we're recording These Hot Idiots. Anyway,
We're recording These Hot Idiots.
so Stefan shows up to talk about Bonnie, or talk to Bonnie and Elena because they're still at dance practice, and Bonnie just fucking stares a hole through him, and he feels real awkward and he looks away.
It's like Bonnie's upset because her grandma basically died for nothing. They did not seal that fucking tomb properly.
Yeah, Elena goes to
And
talk to
now-
her, and she talks about how like that sealing the vampires and killing my grandma didn't do a diddly fucking dick.
Didn't
And
do shit.
I want out of this shit. This sucks.
This sucks. I'm gonna hang out with Caroline. She doesn't have to put up with this shit.
Yeah. Stefan walks out and people are playing basketball and one guy scrapes his knee and he's just like, "It's just a little knee scrape." And then Stefan's fine and he's like, knee. I want to lick that scraped ass knee. God damn it, I want to
Yeah, the
scrape that.
basketball player gets a scraped knee.
Let me
He's
lick
like-
that knee.
And then I think he attacks a dude.
Yeah, actually, like Alaric Saltzman walks up and he's like, "Hey, you good, dog?" And then Stefan grabs him by the fucking throat, and he's like, and Alaric's like, "What the fuck?"
What's that? Whoa.
And he's like, "I'm
Okay,
sorry,
dude.
I'm good, I'm good, I'm fine,
I'm fine.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Okay, bye, I'm fine."
He's doing fine, guys.
fucking goozles him, man. He grabs him by the throat.
I know. I thought he was about to throw him the fuck down.
Alaric then goes to visit Elena in a tuxedo. And John is there in a suit as well. They're all wearing suits.
Yeah, everyone's dressed up nice because it's time for the Miss Mystic Falls.
Damon's trying to look like Tom Cruise as he's at the big party for Miss Mystic Falls, and so is Anna. And Anna tries to like request Damon's help, but he's like, "You suck, fuck you."
No, I'm not having this. Although if you deal with John
Gilbert in town and the lead on me from Miss Forbes, I might fucking help you two losers. All right, bye.
Yeah. And apparently they've got some sort of device that you stole, and I think it's like
you have a thing, and I don't know what it is, or you have a thing that you stole that John wants, but I don't know what it is. And she's like,
"Fucking deal with this shit.
You deal with it." So Jen is doing Elena's hair, and Jeremy walks in, and he's just like, "Why do we have to go to so many fucking parties?" And it's like, same.
Same. This is like
there's so many fucking parties. Stop having parties. You're having too many. You're diluting.
Oh wait.
You're diluting how important these parties are.
we had a fucking the first one, and then we had another one, and then we had this, and then we had like a Halloween party at the high school.
So many parties.
We had the retro dance.
Half this season is parties. Oh yeah, the decade dance, and the Founders Ball, and the other Founders Ball.
I don't play this clip, but I'm just reminded of there was like a scene in like a Supernatural episode where it was like a giant teddy bear who gets really existential about being like all the tea parties he has to go through. It's very weird. I cannot describe this scene very well.
Why the fuck? Why have I never watched Supernatural?
That's got to be on the list.
It might. We might just review weird CW shows, and that might be our thing.
It was like a teddy bear. It was like a giant teddy bear brought to life by a wish, and he was in an existential crisis about having to. It's like, is all there is to life is tea parties, and then he tries to kill himself.
What the fuck? I swear to God. Our big four is going to be fucking Charmed, Riverdale, Supernatural, and The Vampire Diaries. Those are our big.
Charmed is on that list.
Those are our big four.
Those are our big four. WBCW era was insane.
Yeah, it was. Smallville isn't because that's just Superman.
Well, Smallville, I think, yeah, also will be on there.
Maybe.
Smallville might even replace Charmed because that's more in the high school area.
Yeah.
To be fair, Supernatural isn't high schoolers either, so fuck it.
I don't know.
Whatever. Hot Idiotry knows no age, I guess.
I think it's less shows involving teenagers than it's shows for teenagers. I think
shows for teenagers. Yeah.
And I feel like Supernatural kind of counts as that. I just keep thinking about the time where I was watching a Sarah Zed video about that one angel who admits that he's in love with someone and then he burns alive.
Oh yeah, the fucking super hell.
Super hell. He went to super hell because he's gay.
It's amazing.
Good writing.
Amazing writing.
Good writing.
Such great.
That is the highs and lows of being gay. And
highs and lows. Admit your love. Go to super hell.
So,
during these scenes,
Jeremy talks to John about Jonathan Gilbert's diary and the fact that he has like 12 other fucking diaries, and Jeremy just has one of them, and John's read the other ones and calls it gobbledygook because he doesn't know that Jeremy knows about vampires.
The whole time, this is where for a while these scenes have fucking just like a string quartet. It's listed on the wiki. It's the Vitamin String Quartet.
The Vitamin String Quartet just does covers of like random pop and alternative rock songs. The Vitamin String Orchestra did an entire cover of fucking of God damn it, what's the name of that album? Fuck. Hold on. Second album.
I'm sure I can find it on their Wikipedia page.
Hold on. They did a whole cover of fucking In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 by Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah. And but what we're getting here is we got Yellow and then Clocks by Coldplay, played by the Vitamin String Quartet, and it I saw that it said Yellow, and I was like, oh, that's the name of a Coldplay song.
It was
and then
all yellow.
But then there's like I'm hearing like them playing Clocks, and it's like that's fucking Clocks, isn't it? And it just
They didn't even have a real fucking string quartet, by the way. They just played a string quartet over footage of this party.
Yeah, it's completely thrown me off.
So, Jeremy and Elena, or Elena's talking to some girl named Amber in the dressing room.
Who's having panic attack.
She's having a panic attack. She steps out. She steps out, and then Damon shows up, and he's like, "Hey, Damon here. Stefan's drinking human blood, by the way."
Yeah.
And Stefan's like, "I heard that."
God, they have so many. They've been around since 1999. They have so many fucking albums.
The Vitamin Orchestra or whatever.
The Vitamin String Quartet, yeah.
Not hard to cover shit on when all your instruments are strings, I guess.
I guess, but holy crap.
Stefan wanders in, confronts Damon, and Elena's there, and he's fine, and he is fine. He's fine. He's super fine.
He is so fine right now.
He's so fine. Anyway, like after Damon leaves, he gets like chastised to get out because like the escort has to wait downstairs. And he's so fine that he goes into the bathroom and punches a window.
Punches a mirror.
Or punches a mirror. And then Amber opens the door. And then he grabs her.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's doing fine.
Elena's having second thoughts about this fucking Mystic Falls shit. And Carol's like, not having it. We got dressed up and we did interviews and stuff. Peer pressure. Get down those fucking stairs.
Your mom wanted you to do this.
Anna and Jeremy confront each other about, like, how much do you know about, like, me and Pearl and all this shit? And he's like, I know everything because I read the fucking journal behind the pictures of the horses in Elena's room. The horse picture room. The horse picture diaries.
The horse picture diary. The vampire horse picture.
The vampire horse pictures. So, Caroline walks down the stairs. Everyone claps. Jeremy's like, trying to be angry, but he's really bad at it.
Has he always been this bad at acting in these scenes? Or
I thought he did fine when he was like crying over like what happened with Vicky, but now it seems like he's supposed to be mad at Anna, but he's just like, I'm just trying to like figure out what's going on, man.
Has he been this? I'm trying to figure out, has he always been like this in his acting, or is this just a new thing?
I don't know if it's a new thing.
Because I felt like he was fine in the previous episodes.
Stefan is kidnapping Amber, and now they're like down the street, and he's grabbing her by the neck, and then he compels her to, just stand there in the parking lot and don't do anything. Oh,
don't forget about the fact that John was listening in on Jeremy and Anna's conversation with his totally normal
with his normal man hearing, yeah.
I worked out a quote.
They've been doing the thing. They've been doing a thing like where like I think it was like Bonnie and Elena talking, and like Stefan could hear it from like the other room because he's a vampire. Yeah. And then they do the same shot with John, and it's like John just has regular ass man hearing, like.
So he's probably like, can't hear a fucking thing they're saying.
I can't hear fucking shit. What the fuck are they saying? I can't tell. I'm just a stupid man with stupid man blood.
I just have normal man ears.
I just have man ears. So, Amber in the parking lot with Stefan is just like, you don't have to like do anything to me. Like, why are you so sad? He's like, I'm not sad. I'm hungry. Eat a Snickers.
I'm hungry. It's just I just have the Stefan doing fine count just gradually increasing.
How many times did we say he's doing fine?
I feel like it was a lot. Like, I didn't keep track of how many times we said he's doing fine. I just have a counter that goes up to like 7 instances of Stefan
So
doing
Elena
fine.
goes down the stairs, and Stefan isn't there because he was supposed to be your escort, and Damon just walks up and just goes, I have no idea where the fuck Stefan is.
I'm gonna be your escort.
I'm gonna be
now,
your
and I'm
escort
gonna
now.
dance with you.
And we're going to do the force field dance.
And this is where it's like, okay, so like, because I was always wondering, because I know it was like it's Team Stefan and Team Damon, but it's like I was wondering, it's like, how does it ever swing back to Team Damon at any point? Because he's mostly been the antagonist.
Yeah, but like,
Force of
I
this.
guess Stefan sucks. So,
But now Stefan's like off.
and
the
for some
blood
reason,
wagon.
Damon's just like the only adult here now.
Now Damon's like calm and rational, and I guess it
Maybe it
makes
makes sense, but I thought he wanted to
'Cause
see
he's-
Cameron.
Cameron,
Cameron.
you're just making up characters now.
Anyway, Stefan wants to go see Cameron. So,
Wait.
no. They do the force field
That's
dance, and then fucking the gothic metal band Within Temptation starts playing.
Like, we've pretty much now covered half of the songs. Like, let's just do the soundtrack real quick. Never Coming Down by Favorite Drive.
Never Coming Down My Favorite Drive. On the Beautiful Blue
Blue
Danube by John Strauss Jr.
Strauss.
Two Coldplay covers by the Vitamin String Quartet. One of them's not spelled right. Quartet.
Oh, man, is it not? Oh, jeez. Guys, come on.
Menuet Celebre by Luigi Boccherini.
Boccherini, yeah, that
Boccherini.
was playing when they were walking
And
downstairs.
then All I Need
All
Within
Need-
by Within Temptation.
And my God, this is a mystifying choice when you consider what Within Temptation is, because they are not,
symphonic gothic metal.
Like you said it when we were watching the episode, they have ballads.
They have.
But, like-
Well, the thing is, of all the symphonic gothic metals with female leads that I can think of, like Epica, Within Temptation,
Lacuna Coil.
Lacuna Coil, yeah. Lacuna Coil, Nightwish.
Yeah,
There's a couple
Nightwish.
others I'm not thinking of, like Amaranth and like Amaranth and like Within Temptation of the most like mainstream lead singers. Like they have the most pop. Like they're the most like pop oriented singers of the gothic metal, but they're still gothic metal.
There's still like it's just you gotta think of like a teenage.
Oh, and
girl
Birion Dawn. That's
watching-
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, you gotta think of like a teenage girl watching this episode and really getting into this dance scene.
Getting into this
between
dance
Elena
scene
and
between
Damon.
These two hot 20-somethings pretending to be teenagers. And
like this beautiful
this beautiful
ballad,
singing with pianos and strings and a guitar.
and they're like, oh, it's so romantic, and they're like, I want to listen to more of this band Within Temptation. I wonder what else they got. And then they like put on like Ice Queen, and it does not sound anything like All I Need. And they're like, what?
Yes. Oh yeah, Tristania. That's another fucking gothic metal band with a female singer. And so is Theater
Yeah.
of Tragedy. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these bands.
There's a lot of these bands. We're probably going to see at least one or two more of them in this series as we go on.
Sharon Van Adele's a good singer. I mean, she's great. It's such a weird swing.
It's
Let me
just such
see.
a weird swing.
What
to
what
go to
album
this.
was that from? I think it was from. Yeah, it was from The Heart of Everything. The rest of the songs are metal.
The rest of the songs are. Yeah, that's not.
It's her in a throne with like she's the justice lady with the scale, and she's got blindfold
Yeah.
on, and there's birds.
The first song on this album is called "The Howling," which I suspect it could. I don't know if I'm right. Is that not going to be based on like the movie "The Howling," or is that just? I don't know.
It was written to promote the video game, The Chronicles of Spellborn.
Oh,
Remember the
We all
Chronicle?
remember that.
Remember the Chronicles of Spellborn?
if you do, leave a comment down
It was
below.
an MMORPG developed by fucking Acclaim
and,
and Frogster Interactive.
and Mindscape. It was made in Unreal Engine 2.5.
I've never heard of the Chronicles of Spellborn, but they got with them temptation to do a song about that.
What is this sentence in the gameplay section on the wiki page for it? Repeatedly killing dolphins to gain levels was not a practical option in Spellborn.
What?
Why the fuck?
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, we have gone down a weird rabbit hole. We need to pull back to the Vampire Diaries quick.
I gotta find it. I gotta find where we are. Hold on.
I feel like we're at another scene of like.
Oh yeah,
Stefan
Within
attacking
Temptation,
Amber.
the metal band, and Stefan is trying to talk himself out of like hurting this girl, because it's like I can't do this. I'm the good brother.
I can't do this.
Come on, fucking Good Brothers theme. Stefan's like, and she's like, we'll be fine. It's okay. And Stefan's like, I want to kill you.
I want to tear off your skin
and wear it as like a skin jacket on my skin.
And eat all your blood.
I want to eat your blood like it's pudding.
And like, he's like jabbing at her neck and being like, ooh, the carotid artery.
This is your carotid artery.
The blood flow. And I'm just thinking of like the scene in like towards the end of part 1 of JoJo's where fucking Dio rips Jonathan's carotid artery.
Weren't they like
out?
tangled together in like a fight and he like ripped out his carotid artery and like Jonathan was trying to figure out how to like light his fist on fire or some shit.
Yeah. And then all my like veins start cringing on me because it's just like ugh.
Stefan's fine. He bites her on the neck.
Fine.
The mayor's gonna crown the winner of the stupid fucking thing, and it's Caroline. Woo, Caroline!
Yay!
Stefan, it's like night now.
Yeah, it's just into night very.
Stefan,
like,
doing fine, is gonna drink more blood, but then he gets a second thought and compels Amber to get the fuck out of there, and then she runs away.
Be afraid of me, run!
Run away! Run away in your high heels. I won't run after you. And then he runs after. And then he fucking jump scares her in the woods. Damon shows up when he's like drinking her blood, and then they tussle, and then Elena's there, and so is Bonnie.
And Bonnie just fucking mind crushes Stefan.
She hits him with the mind crush, and he's like, ah, shit, that's like a whistle in my brain. Fuck, that sucks.
Ah. And it breaks him out of it, but Bonnie's just like, I am so done with this shit.
Jenna grabs Jeremy and tells him they're going home. Jeff talks to Jenna about like Anna because he saw her hanging out with him. Saw Anna hang out with Jeremy.
I think Jeremy actually refuses to go with Jenna when they're leaving.
Oh, he refuses to go because he wants to keep talking to Anna, and then Jeff's like, "Hey, who's this like chick he's with? That's Anna. Her mother's name is Pearl." And he's like, "I know a Pearl." Oh
yeah,
shit!
John's starting to put the pieces together.
He's starting to put the pizzas together, and he's trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. He wants to know what's going on.
After hitting Stefan with the mind bullets, Sheriff Forbes wants to talk to Damon about what happened, but they just don't cover that. Like, he just leaves with her. They don't really talk. They don't cover that.
Yeah.
I thought they were going
Damon
to.
Damon comes up with a cover for.
Or it's like,
all the vampire stuff.
You know, I saw them and I saw her bleeding and I saw the bite marks, but I covered them up before Elena got here, and you know, I don't think anyone knows what happened except for us. They didn't see anything. And then Caroline's mom just goes, "Okay." I thought she was gonna confront him.
The council has no W's unless
because Damon. Like when she was in the building and all this was going down, and fucking Stefan was missing and Amber was missing, and fucking Caroline's mom was just like, I need to talk to Damon about this. And then she didn't. And then when she found Damon and the fucking Amber, she didn't talk to him again. Why?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
They did an off-screen talk, I guess.
I guess they talked off-screen. Because the weird part is, like, okay, so Bonnie's like, I told you I don't want to make you choose between Stefan and me, but I fucking hate Stefan, and I don't want to be involved with him, so leave me the fuck alone. Bye.
Yeah, Bonnie wants none of this. She's gonna hang out with Caroline and Matt
Lars
now.
Saltzman checks in on Elena, and then we just cut to Pearl and Anna talking to Damon in like a random alleyway.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, so you know about the thing that like we were hiding from you, and it wasn't the Gilbert family compass, because that would like / stopwatch compass that determines where vampires are, because that was pointed at me back when it was 1864. But here's this other thing, and I don't know what it does. Here you go.
They don't know.
I don't know what it does. What's it do? Yeah, you don't know. Just doesn't know what it does.
That's just it.
Here's the thing. Here you go.
Here's the thing. You figure out what it does, Damon.
You figure what this is. You got the watch that traces vampires, but then she didn't get it.
I thought it was the compass, but I guess I was wrong.
It's not. We don't know what it is.
We get to our final scene with
Stefan's back at the house, and Elena comes to find him, and Stefan's like, "Get away from me! You don't know my nature. If you think I'm a good person, you're stupid." And Elena's like, "I'm here for you.
Control. I'm fine.
I'm fine, by the way, but at the same time, you need to leave."
You need
and
to
she's
leave
like,
with how fine I am.
"I'm here for you, Damon. It's okay. You can do this, Stefan. I believe in you." I keep mixing up Damon and Stefan. You can do this. You
Stefan,
can get.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid. And then Stefan flips a table, and then he shoves her against a wall.
Doing so fine.
And he's like, "Ah!" And then it's like, "I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry." And then she hugs Stefan, and it's like, "It's okay." And then she pulls out the fucking syringe that Alara gave her and just stabs him in the butt, and he goes down.
Gets him in the back, then
and then Damon shows up, and it's all according to fucking plan.
It's all going according to Keikaku.
That means plan, Elena.
That means plan, Elena.
That means plan, Elena.
They drop him in the vervain.
They drop him in the little shitty vervain "you're grounded" room, and then lock the door.
Yeah.
And then Damon's like, "You should go home," and she's like, "I'm not leaving." And then he's like, "All right, fine, I won't leave either. Fuck it." And then the episode ends.
That's it.
I do not understand where this endgame is.
Yeah, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Who's the big one here? Who's the main
is it
bad?
Stefan?
Is it Stefan?
Are they leaning towards Stefan?
Pearl?
Well, Pearl's like Pearl tells Damon that she and Anna just want to be left alone.
Is it the council?
Does that mean they're out though? Like, are they like, we out? Because I don't know who the villain is, because everyone sucks.
Is Catherine gonna be a factor at any point?
They're not good at it. They're not good at
What's going on?
No one's good at like plans. The council sucks.
We're like 4 episodes left, I believe. I think 22 was it?
Yes.
And I feel like we're not getting anywhere closer to like.
I don't think there's like an end game. I don't know. You know how like they called them sagas or some shit? And it's the Damon saga, and then it's the Tomb saga. Is this just the random shit until we figure out what we're doing at the end of the season?
Was it a saga?
Something like that.
Or was it an arc? I need to double check.
It's not an arc.
When did we stop? When did we stop having it be the Damon arc?
The Damon arc. Maybe like season 1 on the wiki, maybe.
It was somewhere in we noted that this was the episode that ends the Damon thing.
We did.
The saga.
The Damon saga.
It might be the Damon saga, you might be right. I'm going to check.
The Tomb saga. And now I guess Stefan's an alcoholic saga.
The alcoholism, yeah.
Alcoholism.
It was like somewhere in like the fucking, I don't remember which episode it was.
I think like the season 1 has sagas on the fucking wiki page or some shit, I think.
You think so? I'll double check. Okay. It does not list the sagas.
Hold on, let me see if I could look for season 1. First season.
We are going to figure out what the hell we're talking about because we brought it up before, and now we need to fucking.
Who called it a saga then?
We saw the term like.
We saw the
saga
term.
or something. We're not.
Where the
we're
fuck
not
is
making
it?
Shit up. It's just been so long since then that we need to.
Apparently,
double check.
this season was supposed to be only 15 episodes, but they bumped it up to 22. That's interesting. They also announced season 2 getting renewed, like halfway through the season 1.
Yeah, that's how it is usually with season orders.
It do be like that though.
It do be like that.
There's no fucking talk about saga. There is a body count. There is a body count thing.
Yeah, when the hell did they drop the saga part? We're like, let me just try putting the tomb and then seeing what comes up in the fucking search bar. We're losing our minds here, people. We definitely remember.
It was
There was,
called
like,
a
the
thing,
Damon saga.
right?
There was like the Damon saga or the Damon arc, and then it was the tomb saga.
The Damon arc, right?
Right? Like, this happened. We promise you it did. I feel like, are they editing shit out to fuck with us now?
Wiki, you gotta.
We're on to you, Vampire Diaries Wiki.
Vampire Diaries Wiki. You do not. It's man versus Wiki here at These Hot Idiots.
We will figure this out. We will solve your mysteries. And we don't care how many hearts ripped out of chests we have to fucking read about.
Heart removed. Attitude. There's an attitude section. Anti-hero, major protagonist. Oh my god, what are these fucking categories on the wiki?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I am nowhere near where I need to be for the end of this episode.
Yeah, where the hell are we again? Just finished.
It's the end of the episode. We're done.
Yeah, we're done. We've already done we already did the soundtrack a little out of order.
We're in the third saga of Thing. The Thing saga.
We're somewhere we're nearing the end game of season 1.
And we
don't really know who the major villain is.
We don't know who the major villain is. And it doesn't really feel like they're making any progress towards it. John, maybe? John?
The council?
The
I don't
council?
know. The council sucks.
The council sucks. I don't know, man. I was kind of there for like the middle part of the season. I thought it got pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
that was fun.
It's losing me a little bit.
We're struggling here. You can tell because this episode was a mess because we had very little to talk about otherwise. This episode wasn't great.
So we're randomly streaming on my Twitch channel because I hit the stream button instead of the record button. So if you're there, hi. Also,
hi, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us for this unintentional recording. I'm glad I didn't say a slur or something because my fucking channel would be banned. We're also on YouTube at These Hot Idiots. It's easy to find.
Mainly on YouTube with THI Ashe, These Hot Idiots.
Yeah, I accidentally didn't edit the right version of the video, so episode 19 is just black. It's just a black screen. Sorry.
Well, we'll figure out. I'll get a thumbnail for us.
I'll fix it later somehow.
Yeah.
We'll just get a thumbnail and add it or something, right?
Yeah. I've already got a thumbnail planned out. Yeah. Yeah, you of course can find us on Tumblr because we don't use Twitter anymore because it's a mess.
I use Twitter for one thing, and that is talking to people who can draw me porn.
Yes.
Which is
not a thing you can get on Tumblr, really.
Here's the weird thing about like the furry market, because I'm a furry. Surprise. Ooh. Big twist, episode 20. Most of the artists are on most of the artists are on Twitter for some reason, and I don't know why.
I think it's because other sites have really strict like fucking.
Well, even the safe for work artists, like they're on Twitter and they're not anywhere else. Like they're not on fucking Threads or some shit. Right? Like I wanted to get pictures of my character, but at the same fucking time, can't find any fucking artists. I had to go on Twitter. And I don't want to be on Twitter. Like I'm getting fucking shit about like the Israel-Palestine conflict on there, and I don't want to fucking think about that right now. You know?
You don't want to be in that sphere.
That's not my.
You can find
That's not my game.
You can find us over on
I don't want.
Tumblr.
I don't want to participate in misinformation.
Yeah. You can find us over on Tumblr, Mega Fighter Free for free, and Ashe Nightshade. That's Ashe with an E.
Ashe with an E because I don't know.
Because E's are cool. When
E's
you
are
add
cool
them to...
when you add them to Ethan with 2 E's. E-T-H-E-N.
I thought it was going to be like E-T-H-E... Goddamn. E-T-H-A-N-E. Ethane.
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 That's a chemical, I think. Let me check.
That's methane.
Ethane. Ethane, a colorless, odorless, gaseous hydrocarbon belonging to the paraffin series.
Wait,
ethane,
is there actually one that's
ethane and methane are 2 different things.
Oh, interesting. Well, there you go.
There's also ethene and ethene with a Y. Chemicals are confusing. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yep. We'll hopefully see you for next week with the 20th episode of the Vampire Diaries, which is listed as
A Few Good Men
Blood
Part
Brothers.
2. Oh, Blood Brothers.
Yes, Blood Brothers. What is that?
I don't know. I was thinking of A Few Good Men again.
God damn it. And if you want to play the Chronicles Spellborn, you can because the game was shut down in August 2010.
Wait a minute.
It was launched in April 2009 and shut down in August 2010. It lasted a year.
God damn. I wonder if there's a private server you could join.
There's a private server, yeah, that's operated by the former dev because every dead MMO has a proprietary private server now.
Go to Drift City Reborn and play that. It's an MMO racing game that I play. Also, there was a car called a Puta, and like they got in trouble because that means bad stuff in Spanish.
This car's a whore.
This car's a whore.
All right, everybody. See you next week.
See you next time. I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom. Be right. Okay, later.
Yeah, why don't you just drop a car battery on her head? Car battery!